Hey guys, this is Danny and welcome back to another tutorial. In today's tutorial, I'll be showing you guys how to build the terrain for Stampy's river. So, for this tutorial, you guys must have already used Darman's video to build the outline of the river. I will just be showing the terrain itself. So before we get started, I just want to show you one thing, that there's actually, one of the issues with this is that there is the lava room is right below part of this. So what I need you to do is inside of the outline of the river, I have this right over here. But if you go to the soggy sandwich sign, right in line with that, and you go straight across, this is where you'll find all of the lava room stuff. So at this point, you want to dig down with everything within the terrain, in line with that, within the terrain, in line with this sign, all down 3 blocks. Out here, you don't have to worry about lava. Well, you do there, but over here, this is where the lava is right there. So all of this in line with that sign, you want to dig down along the walls 3 blocks. This is just where the redstone is, so I'm not going to do that. And over here, this is also the redstone, so this is stuff that you probably should have. But other than that, everything else besides this part right over here with just the redstone connects up. And also this is all broken down 3 blocks. So 3 blocks under the ground. And then right onto the, if you're looking at the sign to the left of the sign, everything in where we don't have our lava here, this should all be dug down 4 blocks deep. So all this is 4 blocks deep underground. It should be in line with the water level over here. So water level is where all the grass is dug out to. Once you've done that, we will get ready to start our tutorial. So we need to grab out dirt, and we are also going to need to grab out some glowstone, and then from there dirt and glowstone, water and lily pads as well, because I will show you where to put the lily pads as well. So now that we have that, we can begin. So what I'm going to be doing is going layer by layer, and I'm going to be starting by the shape over here of the waterfall. So the waterfall terrain you guys should already have it. How it goes is in line with this part over here, which it should be like that. Just goes straight down and connects up here and just goes across. And then there should be 5 blocks here, and then these 2 stick out at the end. And you guys should have that already. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing the side of this terrain here. The bottom layer of this terrain. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to leave this first block open and connect this down with the wall, and then this block down with the wall as well. So just like that. Then what we want to do is out here, you want to go out 1 and over. Then you want to put 1 here, or turn that way and put 1 to the right of that. Next to that one, you want to put 2 more this way. Actually, before I get started, I probably should do, okay, I'll do it as I go. So if you go back over here, you want to go to the 3rd block and then drag it down to this part. That should be a glowstone. Then what we want to have is we want to go to this part where we have 2. There should be a glowstone in the floor right there. And also, if you go right over here, you want to go all the way to the wall, and we should have a glowstone right there as well. And last but not least, right where we have these 3 blocks, leave a gap of 1, and we want to put glowstone there. Then what we want to do is we want to go to this block here and add 2. Then you want to go in line with this one right here. You want to drag this down at the wall, and we want to have a glowstone there. So it should be there. I believe that should be right. Actually, I need to adjust something. Is this right? I think that's right. Yeah, it is right. It just feels, there's just something. No, I apologize. This glowstone should be 1 block forward. It should be 2 blocks away from there. It should not be all the way at the wall. That's why it was messing me up. Okay. So right where we have this, what we want to do is we want to put 2 blocks here, and then put a glowstone in the ground, and then 2 more blocks there as well. And then from there, what we want to do is we want to, from right behind this block, you want to drag this all the way down until the end. And we want to leave, if we go to where we have these 2 blocks sticking out, we want to count over 1, 2, 3. On the 4th, put a glowstone. Leave the 5th open, and on the 6th, we want a piece of dirt. So there's 3 grass, or 3 dirt, glowstone, grass, and then the dirt sticking up. And then from here, you just want to drag this down all the way to the end. And then that actually should be good for there. Here you want to, in this corner, you want to place a dirt as well. You want to leave 1 and 2. So go to the block right over here. Should be the 2nd one. If you're looking at the 4 up here, should be the 2nd one. Then you want to put out 1, 2, 3. And then over here, just connect that up. That should be good. Now let's go back. We also want to fill in back there. And let's do the opposite side. So let's head back and do the opposite side. So over here, what we want to do is we actually want to have to put a glowstone. Should be right in line with these two that stick out. Want a glowstone there. Here we add 2 blocks. And then this part is all good. And then what we want to do, where we have this glowstone, put a dirt one to the left of it. And then leave a gap of 1 and put 2 dirt here. Back here should be all the way connected down. And let's actually make this up. Fill that up until it is 1 block below that grass up there, just to make our lives easier. You want to leave these 2 open, and you want to put 3 dirt going down there. Go to the middle one here and add 2. This part should be open, these 2. In this corner, you want to throw a dirt, and also right here, you want to throw 2 of them. So it should be like that. If we go down a little bit, we are good for a while. Or not actually that long. We're good for these 2. So we have these 2 here, these 2 here. Where we have this one, I'm actually going to build this up again to make it easier. This should be up 3. And this should be up 3 as well, all the way down to the end. So this entire wall here should be up 3 blocks. And then we fill in that back there. That will definitely help out a ton when we do the stuff later. So I have that, I don't have that glowstone in the ground. So we will need to throw a bit of glowstone that I didn't do on this side. So where we have these 2 blocks sticking out over here, the one where it's 3 blocks high, you want to go, is it right there? It is. Where we have the 3 blocks there, you want to leave a gap of 1 and put a glowstone in the middle. And we also want to go into, leave 1 block here and put a glowstone there. Here should be 4 blocks of dirt, I apologize, and then 2 right there. You can put 2 up there just so we don't have to worry about it for later. And then let this go all the way into this corner where we have it build up to the 4th layer, or to the 2nd layer, and put a glowstone there. And we already have those 3 blocks. And that should be good for the bottom layer. Actually, we do have 1 more glowstone, and it should be right here in that corner across from these 2. And that should be all for the bottom layer, like I said. So let's actually go back to our start and build our 2nd layer. So let's go back over here. We'll look towards the bridge and build our 2nd layer. So what we want to do here is this should be across 4 like that. And this is actually, we get to go down a long time. This is actually all looking good like this. Where we have these 3 here, you want to put 2 there, like so. And then what we want to do is we want to keep going down until we are at this part here where we have these 2. Actually, no. Right here where we have this grass, or these 2 blocks here next to that glowstone, you want to throw a glowstone there as well. And then from here, what we can do is where we have these 2 right next to on the right of the glowstone, you want to build this across all the way till the end as well. So build that all the way down to the end, and also fill in the blocks behind it. There's no glowstone or anything to worry about there. Then what we want to do is we want to leave 5 blocks here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and fill in these ones like that. On top of this one, we want to put a dirt as well. And then also right here, we want to put a dirt. Now what we want to do is we want to fill in these 5, and also 3 in the middle of those. What we can do is put a glowstone there, 3 dirt, and a glowstone, just so we don't have to worry about it later. In the middle of this here, we want to add a glowstone. We actually should be focusing, wait, no, yeah, never mind. I lost my track for 1 moment. Now what we want to do is continue this down until we are at the 3rd block of this here and put a glowstone in the ground. It should be above the lava. Put a glowstone in that corner, a grass here. We want to fill in these 3 and also the 3 above it. I'm just going to do these 2 layers because it will be easier in the end. Right in line with the 3rd one, put 2 dirt right there. Like that. Where we have these 2, you want to build that up too. Put 1 in front of it. Diagonally this way, we want to have a glowstone above the lava. Again, it should be in line with that. Here you want to put 3, like so. And go into this corner here. Should be looking towards the house now, and put 2 there. Glowstone in front. And this part is all good. In this corner, if you just continue straight across looking towards that way. In that corner, you want to put a glowstone. And that should be all for the terrain over here. So we actually do have a good chunk of it. We do have a little bit more to build up, but we are mostly done with the terrain. We just have a bit more building up to go on the third layer. So we have these first two. We just have a few more on that layer. Then we can add the water and lily pads. Okay, so now that we've done those layers, I'm just going to be going through and adding all of the finishing touches. So where we have these 3 blocks here, we want to add this and add a glowstone on the 4th one there. Where we have this tower that goes up 3, we're going to want to put a glowstone there. No, actually not there, the next one. That one, in line with these 2. Should have a glowstone there as well. Now we want to go down where we have these 4 blocks and add a glowstone there. We actually want to go down for a little while now, and to right over here where we want to add 1, 2, 3, 4. Put one back. Whoops, 4, put one back. 1 to the right, glowstone, and fill that in over to there. We also want to put a glowstone right here on the 2nd block here, and these 2 should be dirt. And now we actually want to just go down a bit more where this part should all be good. And actually the whole other back part of this should be good as well. Now we just need to finish off with a few more details on this side, and we will be good to go. So now that we have this wall, we are on this wall over here, we actually have to go down for a little while before we actually have to do something. So let's head down to where we have these 5 blocks over here and throw a glowstone on the 2nd one, if you're counting from the left. We have to go down even more now for a little bit, and so we have these 4 blocks here and add a glowstone here and also there as well. So keep going down where we want to add a glowstone here in line with these 3. And last but not least, we want to go to this part over here where we actually want to add a little bit more. So we want to build up, fill in all of this here like so, and then put 2 here, 1 forward there, and put a glowstone there. Now we want to put 4 blocks here, or 1, 2, 3, 4, and add 2 right about there. And that should be all for all of the terrain and the glowstone within the thing itself. So now what we want to do is I'm just going to do the waterfall first, and then after that I am going to be filling in the water behind that. I just feel like doing the waterfall will be the easiest way for me to explain it. Change of plans. So let's go to the 4th layer and let's just fill all this 4th layer in with water. I know, I changed my plans after literally making you wait. I apologize. But that's the fun of it, isn't it? So, not there. We don't want to put it there yet. We want it all up this layer, and it should all go down like that. And over here, we do want to fill in all of these blocks. Like so. And there. So, fill that all in, and it should not be looking like that. So, we actually don't want to do that. This is where I'll just fill all this in here. So the water should be like that. We are going to, let's actually leave it like that for now. We'll see what happens as we go on. So now what we want to do is we want to do the next layer. So this should all be filled in, and not there. We want to go to over here, and let's fill in all at this layer. So fill in all this. Make sure we get all the corners and stuff as well. And once we get down to the water over here, we will need to use the walls. But not there yet. We're not up that layer yet. So just go down the walls over here, even the other side as well. When you have a layer below it, the water all flows in nicely, but you just need to make sure to get every spot of it, because we don't like streams. Streams are really dry, and I don't like them, so just make sure to get both sides. It is actually filling in really nicely. So let's do all this, and once we get down to here, this is where we want to stop. Let's put water there, and that actually flows like that. And how is it supposed to flow? Let's actually wait. Again, that should be good, and we want to put 1 block there. That actually looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. We don't want to put 1 here, 1 there. That looks good to me. So now we're going to be going again to the next layer, which will be this one. So let's go across here and fill all this in. That it doesn't really matter if you hit the daylight sensor. It should be on light mode, so make sure it is on, not on night, because if it's on night, it will work the wrong way. So just make sure it is on light mode. And it's like Discord, light mode. Everyone's scared of it. But in here, it actually is a good thing. So let's fill all this in. All like that. Speaking of Discord, what a great time for a plug. Drew would be proud of me. Yeah, you should totally check out the Discord server. It is definitely a good idea. It's the best way to just be updated on everything on the channel. Be updated on anything I got to tell you guys, and just hang out and chat and meet a whole bunch of cool people. Totally recommended. So now that we've got to here, let's fill that in. We want to put one there. Okay, that looks good. And we want to... Don't put one there. We don't want one there. That actually looks good. It's looking good to me. So... Once we build, actually, is there a way to put a dirt block here and then stop it? Now, how about here? That's it. Put it there and then break it. There we go. That looks good. Looking good. So put one right on this block and break it. That should be what we want. And now we could start from here, where we want to put a water here, here, and here. Okay. We want to put them over there as well on those. And now we can just fill in all the rest, and it should nicely fill in. And that actually looks really good for the shape of our waterfall. We are going to want to do something though. We want the water to actually go like that. So I might put one there temporarily and then break it. So then the water does that. Yes, I want it to flow down like that. So just put one here and then fill it back. That's what I want it to do. And now we can fill in all the water. And that actually looks really good for the shape of the waterfall. So yeah, let's go through with this here. And then we should be good to do the lily pads, and we'll be all done. Nice and nice. So fill all of this in at this top layer here. So you just have to do all over here. Make sure there are no streams. There should be no streams. It's looking good to me. Also, if you want to go through and break all of the grass and make it dirt, you can do that. Stampy's is actually dirt, but for some reason mine is grass because it was just spreading down. But if you want to go through and break it dirt, you can do that, or you can leave it as grass, but the terrain is right nonetheless. And then we go through here, fill that in, and that should be nicely filled in. And there is our waterfall. Now we're just going to go through and add not our waterfall, our whole river. Now we're just going to go through and add some lily pads, and we'll be done for today. So let's add a lily pad right in line with this 4, and you want to put one in the middle. Then you want to go where we have 5 here, and go to the 4th one, and leave a gap of 1. Now what we want to do is go where we have these 2, and go forward 2, so it should be right over there. If you don't have it, there should be a torch on the 3rd block here, and also leave a 1 block gap, and add a lily pad right about there. If we go where we have these 5 right over here, you want to build this down and put a gap of 2 right there. And also drag this down until we are at this diagonal, so it should be diagonal from there. Now what we want to do is we want to go over here where we have 6 over here, go to the 3rd one, leave a gap of 1, put a lily pad there. Then what we want to do is right over here, leave a gap of 1, put a lily pad. Go to the next one in this corner where we have 3 and leave a gap of 2 and put a lily pad. Now we want to go where we have these 5 and leave a gap of 1 from that side. Now we want to go where these 4 are, leave a gap of 1, and the 2nd block, it should be in line with this corner. There should also be a torch right here if you do not have that. And the last lily pad we're going to need to put, it should be right diagonal from there, or where you have this 1 block, put it right there. And that should be all for our lily pads. So then you can do the Coolio lily pad parkour, and you're just like, yeah, I love... Whoops. Yeah, I love doing lily pad parkour and being... Stupid Elytra! You ruined my parkour, I don't like you. Oh, I can't do parkour with an Elytra. I'm really bad at life. So, thank you for watching this tutorial. If it did help you out, please smash like because it helps out a ton. And also subscribe to be notified. Well, not to be notified. Subscribe to see more and be notified with the bell. Crush the bell to be notified and subscribe, please. That's what I was trying to say. I couldn't, though. But you should because, yeah. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone, and I hope to see you around in future tutorials, and yeah, I will see you next time. Bye, everyone!